I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
Yeah, and it seems that a lot of these people got involved in this conservative thing because they saw that's where the money was.
Chrissy for sure, right? Pat Dixon, who dated Chrissy Mayr, he always brings that up. Like Chrissy Mayr hung out with all the gay community in New York City, and then all of a sudden became this huge thing that she started talking about right-wing politics. It's kind of a like as if she was a liberal and was and just seeing an easier path to become a free speech advocate / right-wing grifter. You know, I don't know. Were you around during that period of time, Ethan?
Me? Which period would that, when she started coming up? I don't know. I never heard of her before 2018, 2019. And then I saw she had a show on Compound Media. I was just scouting for guests. I had Aaron Berg on. I had Pat Dixon on and some of those folks. Umio had a channel on Cozy.tv later on. He definitely, I don't think we've ever had him on the show. He's booked for some super show, but we ended up changing that. But yeah, he knows the kill stream too. But yeah, I used to pull guests from over there on Compound Media. Yeah, I think she's probably, I never looked to Chrissy Mayr for any type of political analysis in the first place, but I guess if you did, I don't take any of that. I don't take that seriously from her. There's a lot of people who pick one side or the other because they think they can climb that rank easier. They don't really care about the ideology behind it. They just want to.
Well, weren't you in that on that side? Like, wasn't that something you were involved in?
Which side? What do you mean?
The conservative, sort of alt-right adjacent. Isn't that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm still involved, kind of in distant right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I consider myself kind of just unaffiliated, or maybe just nationalist or whatever you want to call it. I don't like either major party, but I still have plenty of left wing, I guess you would say, beliefs and stuff like that. I haven't really changed that much of my personal political philosophy. It's just both parties are completely bankrupt and enslaved to the moneyed interest, we'll say, here on this program. But I think it's pretty clear that it doesn't really matter long term very much which party you vote for, except for some stuff around the edges.
But I was more talking about didn't your sort of popularity and stuff come from being on that alt-right thing? I know you were gaming and stuff, but
Gamergate's where I got known again, and so pretty famous internet event. I won't go into it all, but yeah, and then kind of transitioned into, because I have a political science background, so I kind of transitioned pretty naturally into politics and the Trump campaign, and I was in a couple of his rallies in the press pen and all this stuff, and yeah, then actually I went to jail in Virginia. And then when I got out, I was skipping around here. That was 2017. Got out in 2018 in February, and then was still doing the kill stream, but it kind of transitioned into something else. Instead of once a week, it was 3 days a week, then 5 days a week. And then we kind of got to interviewing a lot of different people on the internet, from the drama side of things and then the distant right side of things, and just the actual Con Inc., you might say, are more mainstream conservative type folks too. I have a ton of people that have been on my show in that realm. Yeah, large percentage. Of
no, I'm just I'm wondering, because it was like you were really big, right? Like you were a thing, and now not so much. And so this is where we think Chrissy's going. So I'm wondering if that's going to be. Like, it's not what it was. Advice for her, or do you know how she's going to feel about that, or can you still make it?
I mean, I could probably give you some advice, because I'm pretty sure it's still doing better than whatever you got going on over there. But yeah, and historically speaking, yeah, there's no contest. I think about you and all these other broken down hack comedians, and all you motherfuckers put together are not as well known as 1 year in my career. So, you know, it is kind of embarrassing.
I'm also not
you're
known for getting arrested at airports or revenge porn. Or
who ain't been arrested once or twice?
What cares? You're known for being an old mouthy Jew that should take a trip down the stairs. That's what you're known for.
Yeah,
and
you're going to throw me down the stairs in Vegas. I was there the whole time. You didn't do shit.
Go back to Tel Aviv, motherfucker. Fuck off.
Stop.
Fuck off. Go lick Kumia's nuts some more. Who are you talking to? You've been waiting the whole time? I would think you have more than that. You're saying shit I don't give a fuck about. Don't you have something a little bit better?
You don't give a fuck about anything. So what difference is it?
Right. So how you gonna defeat me?
I'm not trying to defeat you.
Well,
I'm just trying to point out the hypocrisy of you covering Chrissy and the downfall like you're the big guy, but we should be asking you what the downfall is like because you've been there.
I have been there. I answered those questions earlier in good faith, and then I see what you're trying to do. You're an old so I decided to change my stance.
Good work.
So that's where we are now. You are here. That's where we are on the map.
Mm-hmm.
Schmuel Buckman.
You're like at the top of the stairs. But
all right, let me bomb through some of these super chats. I definitely have some more questions for you about Jeremy. It sounds like we had a little blood feud boiling there. I wasn't sure how that was going to work out. Purpose of finishing $2. Finally, the testosterone has arrived. Quiet, Schmuel. Yeah, I think he's talking about the Ralph man with the testosterone.
He's talking over there. Must be something shitty you've been paying attention. I know it ain't something good.
Shout out.
Yeah, what kind of cigar you got going there, Schmuel?
It's a Romeo and Juliet.
Schmuel Buckman, baby.
All right.
Romeo y Julieta.
I'm proud sponsor of the BYB, but no, just jokes. Nice podcast.
Sponsor you, by the way. Found that out.
Let's have a boxing match, Schmuel.
I don't think
Kevin Brennan challenged me to one. That never happened. This one never happened. So.
It doesn't tend to work out usually.
Hey, Ethan, how much for a boxing match versus how much money? Like how much? Yeah.
Money talks. I'll say that. I have to see the check cash first, but
I thought Dan quit. I guess he's back. Welcome back, Dan.
Yeah, he also erased his YouTube and Twitter account, but he only made it a day, so he back. He back.
Yesterday was tweeting under the name Rob Saul.
Well, that's a good name to tweet under. Why not? Who are these gay dudes? Ralph, what's your opinion on Stuttering John? Your opinion on the weirdos who hyper-focus on him 24/7, like dry drunk Schmuel Buckman and Shuli Egar?
Yeah, I don't really have a strong opinion on Stuttering John, except that I know who he is, and I'd never heard of Schmuel Buckman before like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So, I knew who Stuttering John was in like 1996 or some shit. So, again, all these hack comedians and hangers on and motherfuckers who shouldn't even be on a stage couldn't hold my bags, much less Stuttering John's. So, that's kind of my opinion on it. That's not defending him or anything. I don't really have anything to do with any of his beefs. I do think it's kind of it doesn't really motivate me, the whole Stuttering John beat. So I don't really follow it. So I can't. That's not me defending any of his track record because I don't really pay attention to the whole Stuttering John stuff. I saw when Scarlett went on there. I've seen a few clips when Keanu was on.
He acted out, I think, with her not well.
Yeah,
he was just trying to use her
a little bit.
No, he just wanted to use her as a cudgel against Kevin Brennan. He was just trying to make her talk shit about Daddy Brennan, as Scarlett would say.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. Yeah, I know he's got a feud with Brennan, and I think that was after she had a tough episode of MLC or something like that. Right after
he swooped in, he swooped in. She did. I think that was shit. She got into it with somebody right before that, and it didn't go over well. Whatever the case was, he swooped in.
It was Brennan.
Do it with a few people. She does.
Yeah.
She locks horns with people. We like that.
We like
that
about her. She's
feisty.
So.
We like that she's feisty. $2 road doggy. Thank you, sir. Buckman couldn't clean Ralph's spilled pee bottles.
God damn it.
So true.
Rude.
He's gonna
Pee
find
bottle.
weekend wear there.
I'm a pee bottle.
So true.
And hey, Adam.
Hey, Dirty Rat.
Dirty Rat's a good boy. He is. Check him out on the YouTube channel.